Hi and welcome to a Kirby Maths video on how to calculate the frequency density, and we're going to use this in the context of constructing a histogram. So here we have a frequency table, and the main thing to notice about this frequency table is that we have uneven class widths, and that is the hallmark of when we need to construct a histogram. Okay, so uneven class widths. Now we have a formula for calculating the frequency density, and it's a triangle formula, so you can cover up whatever you are looking for. It's one of those triangles, and we have the frequency density is equal to the frequency divided by the class width. This is the class width, this column here. This is the frequency, and we're going to be calculating the frequency density. Now the way to remember this triangle is the F, which is on the top, is lonely at the top of the mountain on its own, because it's the only single letter and it's on its own at the top of this triangular mountain. So we're going to fill in the frequency density by doing the calculation. We want the frequency density, we cover that up, frequency divided by class width. So frequency density is equal to frequency divided by class width. And we're going to put those values in the extra column. And you just do them on your calculator. So I've done these already. So 6 divided by 10 is 0.6. Here we've got the frequency 15, and we're dividing that by 10, so that's 1.5. Here we've got 16 as the frequency, and we're dividing that by 4 this time because the class interval is 4, so that becomes 4. We've got 21 here as the frequency, we're dividing that by 6, and that becomes 3.5. And here the frequency is 18, and that is being divided by 20 this time because the class width here is 20, so that frequency density is 0.9. And that's how you work out the frequency density if you're given a frequency table. And then what you are going to go on and do with that, I'll just do a quick sketch because I'm not going to do that in this video, is that you would work out, having worked out your frequency density, that goes on the y-axis. Here this was the heights of some plants, and you set up your axis along here like this: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, frequency density 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then you pop your bars in and they'll look a little bit like this: 0.6 up to 1.5 with a class interval of 10. Then we've got our 20 to 24, and that goes up to 4. So that's just a tall, narrow bar. Then the next one's 3.5, and that goes up to 30. And then 20 is the next class interval, and that bumbles along at 0.9. Okay, so that's what it would come out roughly looking like. And we are comparing the area of each of these bars. So the area of a bar represents the frequency. Because if we find out the area of a rectangle, then it is the height times the width, and the height in this case is the frequency density, and the width is the class width. And if we look up here, we've got the frequency density times the class width, and that would give us the frequency. Thank you for watching.